first feeling I get when you mention home, I'd say it's family, friends, Ghana. Ghana is just what home feels like when I go back there. Just all uncles, aunties that I haven't seen in a while, just get to see them, and obviously playing for the nation is amazing. I was always passionate about football, so my mum and dad just said, look, just if you're gonna do it, just go all out, just make sure you're doing it 100%. So they just gave me that motivation every day, all day, every trial I went to, every trial I didn't make it to, it was the same messages. So yeah, it was for them, it was for me, and just to prove myself. My mum held it down for us when we were kids, taking us to different football trials. She's the hero for sure. I don't think I would be here without her, to be honest, just so grateful. There was one day actually, I was on trial at Tottenham and it was a late night. My mum had to work overtime and she still had to take me to training, and just the tiredness, the stress on her face, trying to make sure I get there on time. Yeah, I could see it was very tough for her, so that was one vivid moment I remember. As a 12, 13-year-old, you don't really know. You're just going to play football, you come back home, there's food on the table, but it's working the late nights, having to travel late, wake up early in the morning and do that all over again throughout a week. It's never ever easy. There was no plan B, there was no anything else, to be honest, but my mum always did say going to school was the most important thing, so I made sure I got my education done, just in case. It was always a thing where on Sunday, if I wanted to play football, I had to go to church first, or I had to do classes first before I went and played football. So yeah, they kept me grounded in that sense. They said education and the Lord is very, very important, so I made sure I kept that in my life. I feel like, again, going to church, I didn't realize as a kid how important it was, but now I've grown into faith. I thank them for all the church trips that we went on. Every time I was complaining I didn't want to go to church, I wanted to play football. All them times, they make so much sense now. Tough as a kid, wasn't really in tune with my feelings, and going back to school was always like, never made it again, and playing football was such a big thing in school. I stopped playing at 15, had my last trial with Crystal Palace and didn't get signed, and I remember just saying to my dad, look, I just want to just be a normal kid. It was tough, but I mean, it builds you as a person, it builds character, and once you get your breakthrough, all of those are left behind. So yeah, it just made me really strong mentally. Changed at 16. I went on an open trial, like no pressure, no nothing. It was just like, just see how you do. And the coach that hosted the trial, David Hockaday, he gave me a lifeline, gave me another opportunity to fulfill my dream. As the years were going on, started getting stronger, mentally stronger, and yeah, I knew I was ready. I remember when I first signed my contract at Bristol, the first thing I said to my mum and dad was, like, once I make it big time, I'm gonna buy you guys a house for everything you've done. So yeah, that was the pinpoint. I knew that I needed to work harder to get to that point, and yeah, that was almost like fuel. Mum and dad got their house. I didn't ever think I would be in a position to play for the national team. It was always like, get signed and just maintain, just stay in the mix, don't drop off. To progress the way I have and to play for the national team, yeah, it gives me goosebumps because it was always Ghana, to be honest. England were never ever in the pipeline. I knew if I ever had a chance, I would want to represent Ghana. Watching Ghana was such a big thing as a kid. We used to watch the World Cups, the African Cup of Nations, and the amount of cheering, screaming, cussing, like, it's just a full shebang, to be honest. But yeah, it means a lot to represent a nation that love football so much. Football is everything in Ghana. When you do well, dancing, screaming, shouting, like that's the mood. But then the flip side is when you lose, it feels like the end of the world. I never want to experience that feeling of losing, so when we win, it's a massive thing. But they're so passionate, they love football. My mum and dad would be like, yeah, we need to send money to this person, we need to send money to that person, and it was always just to help out with groceries, rent, and whatever we could do to provide in that sense. So that was always a big thing. There was always times where my dad would say he sent money and it never made it, and it's like, my dad's hard-earned money, just you don't understand why. Yeah, it's frustrating, to be honest. My mum and dad are working hard day and night, and their hard-earned money, they're sending it off, and it's not making it, it's frustrating. So both parties just end up losing out. At the end of the day, you're sending money to help family, help friends. So I feel like there should be an easier way, a smoother way to make sure that the money gets there. Making that process easier matters because families are working really hard to send money to people that are in need of money. And if it's not making it there, it makes it tough for the family you're sending it to and the family that I've sent it. I hope the people of Ghana feel excitement when I play. I want to score as many goals as I can, celebrate, have good moments, and be that player they look back on and say like, yeah, he was a top player. My dad is such a big football fan, and every day he's watching football, every day. It could be Chinese league, it could be Saudi, it could be Prem, it'll be anything and above. So I think when my dad's watching me and he's calling me, analysing the game and saying, oh, I should have done this, it can be annoying sometimes, but it's also like, yeah, this is the position I want to be in. I want to be able to have these moments where I can sit down and speak with my dad and say, oh, like, what do you think I should have done in the game? How can I improve? And he always gives me honest opinion. So that's my motivation. My parents, if they were to sum my journey, it would be a roller coaster. There's a lot that's happened behind the scenes that people don't know. It's been a long one, it's been a tough one, but made it to the top. So I just thank God, thank them that I've made it to where I am now, and hopefully I can push on. God has a plan all the time, and if it doesn't work out for you in that instant, it doesn't mean that it's over. God always makes a way. There's always angels around you that are giving you that protection and that guidance. No matter what's going on in your life in the current moment, don't think it's the end.